Hey baddies, welcome to another Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. Today I'm doing another pop-up pick a card reading. This one is messages from your ancestors. The ancestors strike back. So they gave me the title, okay? So this should be a really interesting, insightful, and probably an intense reading. So I'm really glad you're here today. How a pop-up reading works, I'm going to take a deck of cards. Today I'm using the Wild Woman Oracle deck. This is a great deck. I highly recommend. I give it an 8 out of 10. So it's a pretty high rating as far as like the deck and stuff like that. It's got a great vibe. The book inside is a pretty good size. So it's, 8, 9 out of 10. Yeah, so I was guided to use this deck. So what's going to happen in a pop-up reading is I just shuffle the cards, and the cards that come out, or the cards I'm guided to select are going to be the cards for the reading. Now, as you can tell, as I stumble over my words, your auntie, me, I am highly medicated due to my autoimmune disease. That's how I treat some of the symptoms. So you might notice that I'm odd or weird or get awkward. And when I channel, sometimes, I slur words and whatever. And it's just my medication. I use the green stuff. If you're wondering. All right, so, okay. All right, let's shuffle this deck up. I'm feeling like 3 total. Tell me about my group 1 ancestors. Tell me about my group 1. What card for group 1? Tell me, what messages do you have for my group 1? What messages, what card for my group 1? What card? I felt a card trying to pull. There we go. And we have Blessed Yule, Hope. Ooh, that's powerful. I'll show them to you again. Okay. We're going to knock it, and we're going to shuffle it a couple times. Can't shuffle too much because of my hands. And 3. Okay. Group 2. What is the card for my group 2? What's the energy? What's the message? Oh, okay. We have Freyja, Lady of Love and War, Self-Love. Beautiful card. Very powerful. All right, let's shuffle this a few more times for my group 3. Tell me about my group 3. What message do you have, ancestors, for my group 3? What messages do you have? I feel like by the time I get to group 3, it's just, I only got so many shuffles, y'all. Okay, one more. Okay, that's it. All right. Okay. Woo, that last shuffle was intense. Okay, we have Branwen, I think that's her name, of the Starlet of Ostara, A New Beginning. All right. Okay, so let's go through the cards once more. The first group is going to be Blessed Yule, Hope. And I'll try to not flash you guys. There we go. Hope you guys can see it. There. That's close up. All right. Now group 2, you are Freyja, Lady of Love and War, Self-Love. And group 3, you are Branwen of the Starlit Ostara, A New Beginning. All right, so I will insert a little picture for those of you guys who need more time or want to see the cards up close once again. And that will be right after this intro section. If you're drawn to more than one group, there probably is going to be more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey group 1, all of you that selected Blessed Yule, Hope, number 6. This is going to be your reading all about the messages that your ancestors have for you. They're calling it the Ancestors Strike Back. So, woo, I'm going to move this. If I don't make a mess, maybe you guys can, there you go, you can kind of see it better. This card really is about, well, Yule, you know, the end of a tough season and the rebirth into a better season, you know, like the sun coming back, all the things that Yule is about, the return of the sun, new life, spring approaching after a really tough season. So let's get into it and see what else comes out for you. Now, just so you know, I have made offerings to our ancestors for this reading. I always do that, so it's just the right thing to do. Anyway, keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right. Okay, so ancestors, what other messages do you have from this deck? The Wild Woman Oracle. Tell me more. Tell me more. The reason why I gave this deck like an 8, 9 is just because of the color. Like, I feel like it just needs more brighter color. That was all. That's the only reason why. I like a lot of color, so. Anyway, let's get some more energy. The guides wanted me to, the ancestors wanted me to answer why I only gave it an 8 or 9 out of 10. So give me more energy here if you don't mind, ancestors. Tell me more about your message for my group 1. Tell me more about the messages you have. I feel these 2 cards want to come out. And this one as well. Okay. We're not taking reversals. Ooh, did I shake you? I'm so sorry. Okay. We'll get it together, I promise. Okay, we have the Sacred Rebel, Humility. Okay. All right. We have Witch of the Winter Woods, Healing. Goes really well with that Yule card. We have November, Sanctuary. Sanctuary. Again, you may be a Scorpio. Maybe a Sagittarius energy there. Maybe a Capricorn. You know, I literally feel cold here. I feel humiliated with the Sacred Rebel here. You know, I feel like you went through something that was, to some of you, was humiliating. I feel like you felt very left out in the cold. Maybe your resources were restricted in some kind of way, or people's energy became restricted. I'm going to pull from the Toxic Tarot. We're going to find out what happened here. Because you're being reborn. There is new energy coming in. Your ancestors want you to know. Have hope. Because hang on. I'm hearing hang on, baby. Hang on. All right, because good energy is coming. New energy, renewal is coming for you, okay? And I know I can feel it. I can feel the hope has been drained from you. No expectation or low expectation is what I'm hearing. Ooh, there's four cards that came out. We have Dirty Dancing. They used others' lack of experience and love to box others in a corner. Okay, we have Expired Milk, thinks they're buffalo mozzarella but are actually similar to Kraft cheese. We have Dud, promises fireworks but leaves others disappointed constantly. We have Bros Before Hoes, covering up for their two-faced good for nothing bruh. Okay, all right, so I feel like, I feel these energies of like, you know, radically being disappointed by people, like giving, and not necessarily giving to get, but just giving. Let me check my mic. Okay. Giving from a really good place. Like, I feel like you have great energy, and your intention was not to like manipulate. Your intention was not to like control. Your intention was to give from the heart. And you were taken advantage of, okay? This can be at work. This can be at home. I feel like some of you guys have suffered some kind of storm of just calamities. I'm hearing calamities from ancestors. Like, girl, it was one thing after another. just kept happening and happening. Someone's got a granny here, or a great granny, or it's a granny spirit of a generation. But it feels like, I feel like you're someone, they're giving me an example of someone who, like, gets disappointed a lot by people, but is very positive. And it's almost like your positivity tank ran out and you were like, you know what? I can't do this shit anymore. I can't. It's too hard. And I feel like the energies are saying, you know, you were disappointed because you were dealing with people who were inauthentic. They were not authentic. They were playing you, you know. They were trying to get what they could out of you. And they use your, I don't want to use the word naivety. You're being naive. They don't want to say that necessarily, but there's an element about you that wears your heart on your sleeve to a degree, or allows yourself to be vulnerable, and that's not a bad thing. Okay, it's not a bad thing to allow yourself to be vulnerable, but you do have to be more protective of yourself. And I feel like that is a lesson that's been learned from all this shit, okay? Some of you have, like, family issues here where there's a lot of betrayal in your family. There's a lot of, like, you know, cousins, brothers, siblings, parents, grandparents, whoever this is, you know, covering up for other people who are doing, you know, some dirty shit, you know, be it money, be it interpersonal relationships, whatever it is. They're not loyal, okay? And when you come from this, it makes shit difficult. It makes shit difficult. And I feel like you just have a sunny disposition. You may be a Leo. You may be a fire sign. You may be an air sign. I feel like a happy, uplifted person here. But I feel like you came to a very dark place. And it's full of disappointment here. I feel it. I feel your disappointment. I feel your worry. I feel your grief here. Let's talk more about it. I feel like a lot of you have probably blamed yourself for this shit. Don't blame yourself, okay? It's been a long, cold winter, and I know it's summer, but some of you guys you're still in winter. You haven't felt the heat of summer. You haven't felt the warmth of summer. Some of you guys, I'm saying this, you know, symbolically, and for some of you guys, you've been dealing with this since last Christmas or last Yule or last winter. For some of you guys, this has been going on since a big ice storm that you had. And there's been a lot of, this has actually been a time of deep healing. It may not feel like it. All these discoveries in your life and all these cataclysms have really been about you healing on a deeper level. Okay, so, and you may, like I said, you may not feel that right now, but that's really what's going on. Let's get some more energy here. We have mummy bound, tied up and trapped. So we have karaoke night, singing, dancing, music, playing. You know, I can feel with the trapped card here some hopeless energy. Like, being hopeless can feel very oppressive. I'm feeling depression here. Of course you feel depressed. I feel like there's some harsh words said here. I don't feel like you've had a lot of good times here lately. I feel like this has been a time where you've been finding out about the toxic people in your life, no matter where they are. We're going to get all those. Okay. We have nightmares, losing sleep. We have ghosts, unexpected guest. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys have been haunted by what's happened. You haven't really felt like you've been able to escape this. It's really restricted you. And some of this is money issues. And I got to tell you, the good is coming. Hope is being restored. in a powerful way for you, okay? I feel like these people here that have been revealed, the situations that have been revealed so that you can grow and you can go towards the things in your life that are positive. And sometimes it's a lonely road, okay? Sometimes it's a real lonely road. Let's get some tarot on this. Let's talk about this first, and then we'll move into this hope energy to better understand where we've been before we know where we're going, right? For some of you, I feel like you may have gotten more deeper into your magic. You may be casting, or you may be getting deeper into some kind of spiritual practice here. Some of you guys know that you were deeply in need of healing once you made these connections. We have the 5 of Cups, and we have the 2 of Pentacles here. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys really have been in this 5 of Cups energy, grieving losses, thinking about what you could have, should have, would have done. But knowing on some level with this nightmares, losing sleep, that you need to come into balance and not really sure how to make that happen. Some of you guys have lost hope of coming into balance. You have lost the ability. It's almost like you wandered off your path in your journey. And I want you to know that it's a detour. It's not that you've wandered off your path, okay? There's a detour here. And this detour is extremely powerful. You are coming to a place where people will not be able to do this to you again. You will not allow this kind of bullshit to happen anymore. It won't, okay? And I know it's a hard lesson. It's a tough lesson. And it's not like, oh, shame on you. No. Like, you are healing something that's been going on for generations in your family, okay? And I feel like you have particular ancestors coming forward and saying, like, you know, there's one of us in every generation that gets done this way. There is, for some of you it's several, some of you it's one, but it's almost like it's okay to use you. It's okay to abuse you. It's okay to, you know, take our frustration out on you. You may be like the workhorse, the whipping boy, the whipping girl, the whipping them, the whipping person, the black sheep. I don't like the color term there. Like, you know, it's the, you know, it's the one in the family who is the goat. Okay. It's the one that's always like put out to the side, is always blamed, even though they're really not doing anything but being themselves. Different, weird, eccentric, but giving, okay? Giving, always trying, always being there. And some people have blindness to this. Like, people in your family cannot see your worth. They are blind to your worth. They're only thinking about what you haven't done or what you should have done. They can't come into balance, okay? So there's power in you coming into balance and knowing your worth, and no longer banging your head against doors that won't open for you in your family, in your work, and with your friends, okay? This is really about you healing and knowing your worth, and you renewing your hope through your ancestors, okay? Through knowing who the fuck you are, not allowing other people to tell you who you are. I got to tell you, it is one of the most powerful teachings ever, to define yourself and stand in your truth and say a big fuck you to anyone who gets in your way of that. And it does ruffle feathers. It does trigger people, you know, and so you have to get really, really okay. Doing this work right here is extremely difficult. Okay, it's what you're doing. It's absolutely what you're doing. Okay, we got these 3 cards when they come out. We have the Hermit here, to know self. The journey here, to know self. The inner discovery of self. This is a gift. Not everyone gets to do the journey of the Hermit. I've done the journey of the Hermit. You know, you can be surrounded by people and still do this journey and feel very alone. Okay. And I got to tell you, it's not easy to see the mirror of self. And for many of you, that's what you're looking at. You're looking at yourself in all reality, how you've been treated and how you've treated others, and how you've been seeking approval, you've been seeking attention. And like I said, I don't think this has been malicious. I don't think this has been manipulative. I think you've had a very open heart. I think you've had a very broken heart. We have the 6 of Cups here, and we have the 6 of Wands. So 66 is going to be a number of alignment. So there's healing and victory coming in for you because of this journey you're on. Because you're going to know self. You're going to know yourself. You're going to know who the fuck you are. The Hermit really is about following your own light within and going internal and seeing your light and your shadow. Understanding the truth of you without other people validating you, without other people telling you who the fuck you should be. It's very powerful. And like I said, it's not for everybody. Not everybody can do this journey, okay? Because you really do work through a lot of toxic shit. And it's hard to see. It's hard to see how we are toxic with ourselves and how we are toxic with other people. And understand this. A lot of you, who are in this energy, you're starting to see maybe some ways you've been toxic to yourself or others. I want you to understand that when we are in... Sorry, mouth sounds. When we are in swallowing sounds, when we are in a toxic environment, be it family, be it work, be it friends, and we have adapted to toxic behaviors, we normally have developed toxic coping mechanisms and toxic ways to interact. Okay, that's how humans are. All right. So in order to kind of like straighten that shit out and get our shit right within ourselves, a lot of times we go through this where we kind of pull our energy back, either by force of outside energies and having to separate, go no contact, or take time away, or just, kind of go silent, go within kind of thing. Or the universe kind of forces it. Your guides kind of force it in some kind of way. Because this is where the treasure lies. This is where the victory lies. When we stop, we get into situations where we no longer have the option of being validated by other people. We stop looking for it. When we're on this journey, we stop looking for outside validation. And it's almost like we start to understand how this reality kind of works when we're in this energy. We understand that really everyone is kind of locked in their own experience of interacting with reality, right? And you can choose to not be in toxic situations, even if they are very close to you. You can start to choose to be other ways. And I feel like part of what this is choosing to not give to others and starting to use that energy to go within and find your balance. It's going to be extremely healing. It's going to be very, very healing, okay? And there's a lot of victory here. Let's get some more cards here. Tell me about this healing energy. Tell me about the new hope. Tell me about that new hope with this victory, this healing victory that's coming. You got an unexpected guest. I'm not going to ignore this card. It's ghost. It's unexpected guest. Okay. Tell me more about this healing energy. This one wants to flip over. We have communication. Okay. All right. I feel like I'm getting chills. I feel like you may receive some kind of communication from someone. All right. I'm going to get a couple more of these. The top. We have truth. Ooh, a truth coming forward to you. I'm going to get these two. We have boundaries and community. It almost feels like someone, I'm getting chills, you guys. It's like someone wants to come in, perhaps this unexpected guest, or an unexpected message. This could be from your guides. It could be literally from a person. It feels very healing. I feel like you're learning how to put up really good boundaries. And I feel like if someone from the past shows up, I'm not sure that you will allow the communication, which may be your victory. And for some of you, you will. Tell me more. We have the Empress here. Because I feel like part of this victorious energy here is you've learned how to heal yourself. All by your fucking self. Okay? You have grown wise. You've grown wise. We have the Sun here. You're entering into, I don't normally get chills when I do readings. And the return of the sun. Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. That's going on through my head. I'm not singing it, but that's a song that's like rattling through my head right now. Like literally a time of positivity, a time of abundance, a time of good fortune, a return. There's a return. Tell me about the returning energy. Lots of pentacles here. So this coldness, this winter is going to be blasted with sunlight. You're coming into the summer, okay? And we have the Seven of Pentacles here. You know, this is something you've sown seeds into, okay? And I feel like you've worked really hard and haven't seen a lot of a reward. You haven't seen a lot of, you know, you've been left out in the cold. And we got a turn of the dial. It's like the ancestors turn it up. They turn it up and they're like, no, not my baby. Not my baby. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Come on now. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I'm getting chills. I don't get chills in my readings. Look at this. We got the Empress. We got the Sun. We got the Six of Cups and the Six of Wands. This is your victory coming in for you. Okay. It is all of a sudden, you know, we have the Hermit here getting blasted with sunlight, being seen for the truth of them. Okay. And I feel like you may have people who want to talk to you, who want to get your attention. And I feel like this wise Empress, this healed Empress, this healing Empress is going to know. You're going to know who is for you, who is not for you. Okay? I feel like some of you guys may have someone who returns, who tries to come back with these hands. They may be coming for your pentacles, okay? So you may start having some good luck with money or a job or resources in some way or something they may want, okay? They're trying to reach for it. You're going to be like, oh, no, bitch. No, bitch, you can't come back. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This is for me. This victory is for me, okay? I'm healed. You know, this is masculine, feminine energy here, okay? I'm healed. I've broken a chain, a generational curse, a chain of oppression here. I know who the fuck I am. I'm not who you want me to be. I've done this hermiting experience. I know I've sown the seeds. I've done the fucking work. I'm out of the Five of Cups. I understand the value of this. I've come into balance. And I feel like, you know, we have community here. People rushing towards you. Look how this child is like rushing towards you. Okay. And there's something about communication here and boundaries. I feel like you've learned so much. And I think your boundaries are healed. Okay. So you guys may be in process of healing your boundaries, but I feel like I'm seeing rings, like different rings around a person. So you're going to know who can get into your closest rings of boundaries and who can get into your outside rings. I feel like attention here. You're going to be getting more attention. You know, if you have a social media, you could be getting more attention on your channel. If this is at work, you could be getting more attention at work, especially with the pentacles here. Okay. For some of you guys, this could be within a community. It could be your family. But it feels very positive. Like all of a sudden people are like, oh, wow, that was fucked up what we did. Or, oh, wow, they were really wrong. There's some kind of energy of like someone trying to come back as well. So, and I feel like the ancestors want you to understand that you have healed up so much. So it's really important that you keep your boundaries up, okay? Especially during this really positive time, because it's going to feel like your luck kind of just slides in for you. Okay, so I feel like for you guys, it might be weird. When you start feeling the weird energy, I want you to just acknowledge it as the ancestors working, okay? Instead of like trying to figure it out, just go with it as your ancestors are working and give them a thank you, okay? I'm getting ancestors here asking for bread. They want the kind of bread that either you make yourself, which I know that's hard, or the bread you kind of buy at a bakery. It doesn't have to be like super expensive. It can be like a loaf that's $1, but they're asking for bread. Okay, specifically. And some of you guys might be needing some bread, and so it might be kind of one of those things, but bread. Okay, and that bread would be from whatever your particular paradigm that you work in. Okay, it will be different for different people. All right, so, and I feel like they just want an acknowledgement, you know, that you hear this, you resonate with it, and you understand it, that it's coming through. And it's really important for you guys that when this starts happening, you not to get in your head about it. You just kind of say, that's my ancestors working. This is my ancestors working. And allow that to happen. Also be open to ancestor contact and communication. I'm seeing pennies. I'm seeing a buffalo nickel. I'm seeing like stones, like rocks, like this, like this, like big stones like this. If you guys have any big like stones like this, I'm feeling like ancestors are drawn. Some of your ancestors may be drawn to those. You might put those on an altar, or if you can't have an altar, just find a stone like this and set it beside your bed. You know, it doesn't have to be like a whole thing, okay? Because the ancestors understand and know where you came from. Okay, and they understand the struggle today. This thing about ancestors not being connected to the modern world is fucking ridiculous. Okay, they are. They're tapped in. They understand your needs and your struggles. And that's why they want you to know that, you know, they're striking back in your favor. Okay, and how this strikes is by sunlight, is by illumination. Okay, you're going to be illuminated with a golden type energy that's going to bring in a lot of really good energy like luck, attraction, abundance. Really good energy is going to be around you. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of good guidance as well. And you may hear from people in your past who want to come forward and maybe make amends or have conversations with you. And that's where the ancestors are like, be sure to have good boundaries. Those people may not be ready for you. They may not be ready for your jelly. You know what I'm saying? All right, group 1, that's what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful, insightful reading. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Oh, give me a thumbs up if you want to see more of these. Bye, guys. Hey, group 2, all of you that selected Freyja, Lady of Love and War, self-love. This is going to be your reading all about the messages your ancestors have for you. The ancestors strike back. That's what they said. All right, so keep in mind this is a general reading. It's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I was just checking my mic. I'm using a lapel mic. I usually use a headset, but I need a new one. So, all right. So did I tell you to keep in mind it's a general reading? I think I did. Okay. Now I have given an offering for this reading. So just so you know, I always do that because it's the right thing to do, right? And the only reason I give this deck an 8, I gave this deck an 8 or 9 out of 10 was because of the color. Like, it's a little hard to see, you know. I wish it had a little bit more color in it, but other than that, you know, it's a great deck. So, all right. Give me some energy, ancestors, from my group 2. Tell me about you striking back. Okay, you know, it feels like you've had a rough time in love. This could be romantic. And this card really is about that, about, you know, basically having a difficult time in love, maybe losing yourself in love, or giving up on love. We have, okay, I can't pronounce her name, the Fairy Queen, protection, okay. I feel like your ancestors want you to know you're protected. I'm seeing like a crying, like a weeping fairy, very upset. Some of you guys have like given up on love, or you don't love yourself. You've been very hard on yourself. We got several cards here. We have Season of the Witch, magic. Some of you guys have forgotten your magic. We have the Call of the Siren, spicy time, smexy time. We have the Peace of the Goddess, inner peace. It's like some of you guys have divorced yourself from your own needs and desires and wants. You've forgotten your magic. You've forgotten who you are to appease other people, to make things better for others, you know. And if you're heavily in your feminine energy, which feels out of balance, sometimes we do this to keep the peace, to make it easier for other people around us, to not make a ruckus, to not make a fuckus, a fuckus. You know, and I feel like there are literally spirits that are weeping because they feel like you have forgotten yourself so much. And it feels like this is someone who has forgotten their power as well. And I'm hearing standstill. You're at a standstill. And I'm listening to the ancestors. Like some of them are, do you hear crying a lot or wailing or whispering? Because I feel like your ancestors are very loud. Some of you guys have an ancestor in your house that's trying to get your attention. I'm dropping coins. I'm flipping coins. I'm stealing coins. There's something about coins here. I hid $1. I hid money. I misplaced your keys. And then they're there in the same place that you thought they were. That's a lot of cards, but we're going to take them, okay? Yeah, this feels intense. We have Pride, Cassiopeia. We have Vows, Ursa Major. We have Andromeda, Sacrifice. We have Alpha Centauri, Courage. And we have Virgo, Justice. You may be a Virgo, or a Taurus, or a Capricorn. Some of you guys have been in really bad marriages, or are in a bad marriage, or a long-term relationship, or you've had like several long-term relationships, or several short terms. Just but there's vows here. So some of you guys have made a lot of sacrifices in relationships, marriages, okay, committed relationships, to the point where the sacrifice, your ancestors are saying the sacrifice has been too fucking much. It's costing you too much to keep to your vows. Some of you you may be a Leo, you may be a Libra, okay, you may be a Taurus, again, feeling very, very like committed. But really, your ancestors are very focused on this sacrifice card here. You are sacrificing pieces of yourself. And now I'm seeing ancestors getting pissed off. They're getting angry because this is not who you wanted to be. This is not who you thought you would be. It's okay to cry. It's okay. You know, it's going to be all right. All is not lost here. Okay, Freyja, the goddess of love and war, my friend, and more. So you're a fighter. Okay, you have a fighting spirit, and your ancestors want you to know it's okay to grieve for what has been, taken from you, from what you've given away. It's okay to grieve for that, but don't allow that to to take over your life, because you're going to have courage, okay? Because justice is coming. Okay, we have long lost puppy comes crawling back and pretends to act remorseful and regretful in order to be on good terms. Okay, so you're with someone who, or you've been with people who are, whichever, use your discernment, who are very manipulative. They've used you, okay? They've let you just kind of like lose who you are to better serve their needs, okay? They don't care about your needs. A nightmare on Elm Street. They create an illusion that things and will be worse. Things can and will be worse if people leave or abandon them. Okay, so people have made you believe that you'd be worse on your own. Honey, I want to tell you, you're not going to be worse on your own. Okay, that's a lie. That's a lie that people tell you because they don't want to lose power over you. They don't want to lose their influence over you. Okay? I know it's scary. All right? I got out of a very long-term, like over 20 years, okay, situation. It was very difficult. It was a fight, emotionally, to get away kind of thing. And I encourage you just to start thinking about what life would be in a different situation. If you're truly hurting and this is truly feeling like imprisonment or self-deception, if this is truly feeling like you're not allowed to be who you really are, then something's wrong, okay? And if people are manipulating you, something's wrong. Life shouldn't hurt. Your relationship shouldn't be an endurance test. If you feel like your life and your relationship is an endurance test, baby, that's not love. That's not love, honey. That's not how love works. It's not supposed to feel that way. Gone with the wind. As quickly as they appear, the faster they vanish. So I feel like this person kind of like keeps you where they want you, right? They apologize. They give you all kinds of song and dance kind of thing. And for some of you, this has happened in several different relationships. And then they like disappear. Got you where I need you, holding you there, going to do my own shit. And their own shit is very fucking destructive. They don't deserve you. That's what you need to understand. You're the prize. You're the present. You're the diamond. You're the gift, okay? Justice is here. Pride is here, okay? Courage is here. It's time. It's time to put all this vows and sacrifice away. And it's time for you to have courage and know that you can do this, okay? Whatever your soul is calling you to do about the situation, you can do this, okay? As long as it's legal and all that stuff, okay? Some of you guys need space to get clarity. You need a time of just vision, being able to kind of see your way, see how this would work. Some of you guys have been told you can't do this without this person. Fuck those people. If you want freedom, you're allowed to have freedom. You're allowed to say, you know what, this isn't working for me anymore. And I don't know how it's going to work out, but that's okay. I don't have to have all the answers, okay? I don't have to know everything. You don't have to have it perfectly planned out. And yes, there are things that have to be in place, especially if you're leaving or you're filing for divorce or whatever. Protect yourself, okay? But your ancestors want you to know that you're protected. And you have some really intense ancestors and God form spirits that are pulling for you. And the first thing you have to do before you can really make plans is get mentally in the mental headspace to get yourself free, okay, from whatever this oppression is. All right, let's get some tarot. Tell me more about this. Tell me more. I feel like this Pride card, Cassiopeia, is here because you may not have a lot of self-confidence. Like, especially if people have been like, you can't do this by yourself. There's no way. You may not feel very confident. It's hard to have courage when you don't believe in yourself, you know. And the truth is that in order to do some things in life, you have to believe in yourself, even if nobody else does, okay? And I understand that's really hard. It's really difficult, especially if you have, you know, people who depend on you. Let's pull some tarot. Tell me about it. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Wands. I pulled the Six of Wands for my first group too. You may be drawn to that group. There's victory in this change. There's victory here. There is a very powerful and positive outcome for you. Okay? Your ancestors want you to know that we're here. Like, there's victory coming, this bottom card. We have the Nine of Cups. This is going to be so good. You have so many good things coming to you. Nine of Cups is like wish fulfillment. It's like success. It's like, look at her. I did that damn thing. I did. You can do this. But before you go making big steps, you got to get your mind in the right place. You got to get the belly of a fighter. You got to understand that. And I'll tell you from my own perspective, like, I was in bed for 6 years. Okay. It's been a long walk from being over there. I keep pointing over there in my bed to where I sit today. You know, that's 2019 and it's 2024. All right. So it's been a long walk, and I'm going to tell you, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Okay. So there's no rush and there's no hurry. There's no stopwatch here. You do it in your own time, and you do it your own way. You know, whatever this dream, because some of you guys are not just like getting away from someone or something or whatever. There's also a dream here. There's also a dream for better. And whatever that manifests as, some of you guys know what you want to do. Some of you guys don't. And that's part of the journey here, is figuring that out. Understand there's victory in this change. Okay, in this turn of the wheel. All right, there's a lot of happiness here. But it's going to be work. You work for it. Okay, the Nine of Cups isn't just like, oh, it's just happened. Okay, you know, ooh, the Nine of Cups is like, you worked for that. Okay, you worked for it. It's you put in the time. All right, clarify this happiness here. Clarify. How are they striking back? And I'm hearing them by getting you aligned, getting you right, helping you get right. And I feel like there's going to be some people very upset about your alignment. You're going to trigger people. And that's why the mental space, the emotional space is so, so important. So some of you guys need to make like they're big changes, but small changes. Like, if you guys need to get healthy, if you guys need to see a therapist, if you guys need to change the way you eat, if you guys need to get a routine, get all that stuff going, okay? So that when you make bolder moves, you have structure to depend on. You know where you are, what you got. You know what your strengths are. You know you can depend on these rituals, these structures to support you during times of intense change. Okay, we have the High Priestess. Yeah, because you're gonna see through all the bullshit and the illusions that are in your life. Okay, and you're gonna go from feeling powerless to feeling like completely empowered. Okay. There's a wholeness here. There is someone who refuses to live in illusions anymore because it just don't fit you. It's just not good for you. And there's ancestor support for this. We have the Five of Pentacles here. Tell me more. Two more. And the bottom. We have the Nine of Wands with this Five of Pentacles. You know, we have the King of Pentacles and the Lovers. Oops. And the Lovers. You know, you probably don't see yourself as someone who can overcome. But you are. And that's part of the journey, is seeing how you've overcome things already. You're already seeing things that you were blind to. You're already being willing to see things that you have been unwilling to see. Okay? It's hard. It's really, really hard, especially when you don't feel so great about yourself. But it does help you find courage, okay? With the Five of Pentacles, there's like a lonely feeling here. Some of you guys may have some health issues. You may have some things you need to take care of, okay? Take care of those things while you're figuring it out, okay? I can't say that enough. You know, when I was getting out of bed, I had a lot of shit I had to take care of, okay? My teeth were one of those things. It took me a while to get my teeth taken care of. You know, I had to take care of a lot of health things, and, you know, I still do. My lupus, I still have lupus. I still have autoimmune disease. It didn't just go away, you know? So, like I said before, there's no race here, okay? The King of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Cups. So 99 is going to be a number of alignment for you, okay? And there's fulfillment here. There's deep fulfillment, okay? And I feel like a lot of you may not have ever had fulfillment, feeling fulfilled in what you do, feeling fulfilled in your life. Okay. And being in flow. I'm getting like being in flow. Those are things that can make us really, really happy. And I feel like for a lot of you, especially if you have like a family with kids and that kind of thing, you may not be feeling fulfilled. And probably because I feel like you have a situation where your needs are not being considered, they're not being met, and you feel drained because you're overworked, underpaid. You have a lot of energy going out because as a parent, we do. But there's not a lot of support between partners, okay? You listen to me. You can only live so long like that until it begins to affect your health, mental health, physical health. And I'm going to suggest to you that now is the time to take care, and I feel this from the ancestors, now is the time to take care of your physical, mental, emotional health. Do for you, okay? Take a long hot bath. Take the time, downtime. Ask for help babysitting your kids. Like, do what you need to do to take care of yourself, because you can't take care of anybody else if you're not taking care of yourself. I understand the stress. I understand not having money. Like, there were times that I counted pennies to put gas in my gas tank, okay? And I know it annoyed the person I gave the pennies to, but I was literally like, this is all the money I have, and I need gas, you know? So I understand the struggle, okay? But I understand the power in taking time to take care of yourself, because when you do this, you have a clarity of mind. You have a clarity of focus. And you can really start to think about ways where you can move yourself out of a situation where you're being literally sucked dry of energy, of emotional energy, of mental clarity. And everyone deserves to live like that, like to live in a place where you are emotionally clear, you are mentally clear, you know, and you're supported. And, you know, it may not be a situation where you can just pop up and, you know, everything's good. You know, it may take time, but it won't happen if you don't begin the journey, okay? Because you deserve good things. You deserve good things, okay? And we have the Lovers here, and I can't deny the Lovers are here. So, you know, you deserve to have a supportive partner, okay? And I feel like, you know, either you're a fire sign, or you may have a fire sign coming in for you, or you may be dealing with a fire sign. So there's that. Leo, Sag, Aries, okay? We have soulmate. Soulmate. Okay. So I feel like, you know, some of you may be like, I don't even want to. Don't even talk to me. And I understand that there is a lot of people completely shut off from even talking about soulmates, okay? And twin flames, you know, talking about love in a romantic way, like completely shut down because of the toxic shit going on. I get that. This is different. This isn't a toxic person, okay? This is a different situation. Tell me more. Tell me more. It feels like a king of wands here, okay? Or it could be a high priestess. I feel like it's the high priestess and the king of wands, okay? And it shouldn't be upside down. I'm not taking reversals, so... Okay, my whole deck's upside down. Whoops! They just biffed my whole deck. So there's a lot of messages. We'll take it off the top. We have the gardener. Okay. So this is someone, and it may be a new best friend. It may be that you're lonely and you need support through this. And this may be a new best friend that comes in. Okay. Could be romantic. Could be a friend that turns into a new love. But this is somebody who's going to help you tend your garden. Okay. They're going to help you grow. They're going to help you see clarity. You know, you may have this person in your life and you grow closer to this person. It's just different for different people. I love these cards. They're so colorful. And I feel like this person may bring color to your life, bring some joy, some happiness. Can you imagine being happy? I know for some of you, you can't. You can't imagine being happy because you have never really experienced happiness, even though you were supposed to, right? The society tells you you should be happy. You know, you have a family, you have a job, maybe you have, you know, kids, you have whatever. And society says, you have it all. Why aren't you happy? You know, maybe you don't have it all, but society still tells you you should be happy. Why aren't you happy? And you're not fulfilled. You're not fulfilled by it. There's something about it that's not right. There's something about it that's not fulfilling. And I feel like you have an absentee partner. Either they're literally absent, you've broken up, or you're going through a breakup, or they're not emotionally available. Okay. And I feel like they kind of hold you hostage by that. We have serendipity. Ooh, that's the magic of the universe just coming in and just making everything so sweet. So sweet for you. Okay. We have the distorted masculine. This is what's going on in your life. This is what's been going on. You had a distorted masculine energy. And, you know, we have, I've never noticed this card, but it has police and bank. So, you know, you may have someone controlling your money or policing what you do with your time. You know, you may have somebody who's very restrictive with what is going on with you. You know, seek help. Okay, seek help if you have like a really, like we have, you know, distorted masculine, you know, from 0 to 1,000. Okay, and if you have someone who's got some anger issues, you know, seek help. Okay, don't hurt all by yourself. Okay, there are people out there to help you. I have numbers down in my description box. You know, reach out to people. Okay, you're not alone. Okay, I had to move my hair. Okay, let's get some more energy. Tell me more about this. I feel like you're leaving distorted masculine energy. We have boundaries. And that's because you're going to learn how to set better boundaries. If you're with this person, they're not going to like this shit. Okay, it's going to trigger the fuck out of them. I'm telling you. So, and I feel like that doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Okay, 25:22 on my clock. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. It just means be aware they're going to be triggered. They're going to be triggered by it. Let them be so. So be triggered, bitch. Maybe if you were better to me, inner peace. That's what you're going to get. You know, there is a peace that settles on us when we are in our most authentic energy. And we are setting boundaries that feel good to us. It doesn't matter how it makes other people feel. Listen to me. Say it with me. It doesn't matter how my boundaries make other people feel right now. Right now, you're creating boundaries that make you feel good and make you feel safe. Okay? Later, keep this in your mind. Later, you can adjust those boundaries. But right now, we're trying to empower. We're trying to find our value. We're trying to find where we want to go, what we want to do. And sometimes we have to put up some pretty high boundaries to do that. And it's perfectly okay for you to tell people fuck no. Okay? And not give them an explanation. And the people who, you know, who have an issue with your boundaries, oh well, You know, oh, well, I'm trying to do something right now. I'm trying to get away from this distorted masculine energy, you know, be it your own or someone else's. And I got to tell you, the rewards for this, the goody the ancestors want to bring in is yummy, yummy, like yummy, yummy energy. Tell me about this yummy, yummy energy. I want to know about the yummy. We need to know. Because I feel like a lot of you are like, yeah, the Lovers. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, the Lovers. I get it with that card. Yeah, Okay, tell me about it, about this. Reluctant to love. We have the Eight of Cups. We have Strength. Yeah, reluctant to love. Let me tell you something. It is perfectly valid for you to feel this way. Okay, part of your healing is walking through this energy. It's walking through it. It's okay for you to not be super hyped about another relationship or whatever. But understand that, like, I feel another energy that's going to come in and help you. They're going to help you, not harm you, not be another obstacle. And I feel like if you can just like grasp that, if that's the only thing you grasp, is there's someone, it could be a friend. Let's keep him a friend. Let's call him a friend. A friend coming in to help you. And you'll know them when they show up. Maybe they're already in your life, because they'll want to help you. They'll want to know about you. It may be weird because they want to talk to you. Okay? And I hear you guys saying, well, what if they want to talk to me in my vows and stuff? Listen. You do you. I'm not telling you what to do. Okay? I'm telling you that you deserve to be happy. And a lot of you guys, your ancestors are like, you are not being treated well at all. And a lot of you know it. And you've lost sight of your value. You've lost sight of who you are. You have melted into somebody else. And some of you guys are so tired. You're like, I'm too tired to even know who I am. That's a problem, because your life is passing you by. If you have children, your children's lives are passing you by, and you think you're present because you're doing the best you can, but you're so drained that it's hard to be present for them because you're so drained, because no one is helping you. No one is supporting you. And then you have this energy that comes in, and they want to listen to you. And when you're talking to them, you may be like, they don't really want to know this. They're just placating me. You may have a lot of that negative self-talk going on. They're going to help you heal a lot of that, okay? This is good. And I know some of you are immediately going to be like, that's fine. That's valid. How you feel is valid. Your ancestors want you to know that none of this is forced, okay? This is healing. This is a process of healing. As we heal, we open up to new possibilities. That is the wheel of change, okay? The wheel of fortune. And it's going to be good, but I sense that some of you guys will be a little nervous about it. And that's okay. That's perfectly okay and valid, all right? However you feel is all right. Some of you guys need to start journaling your feelings to help you work through them. And hide your journal. You don't have to tell anybody you're writing in a fucking journal. You don't owe anyone an explanation for anything you're doing while you're trying to survive. Say it again. You don't owe anyone an explanation for anything you're doing while you're trying to survive, as long as it's legal and you're not hurting anybody and you're doing the best you can. Listen, when we get in that survival mode, when we feel like completely drained and those kind of things, we may do some things that other people get really triggered by. That's on them. It's not on you, okay? You're doing the best you can with what you have. And I got to tell you, I'm really proud of you. Your ancestors are proud of you. They feel bad. They are crying and weeping because they want you to know how strong you are. You are so strong. You have so much courage. You just haven't tapped it yet, okay? And it's going to happen. You're going to get some clarity. Take some time for yourself. Some of you guys, you just need to like have a few hours to yourself and go for a drive. Connect with nature. Nature has a way of clearing our mind and our emotions. If you need to go hug a tree and cry in the park, that's fine, okay? Just go do what you need to do for you, Okay, guys, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated and was helpful. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. If you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, Group 3, all of you that selected Branwen of Starlit Ostara, A New Beginning, number 9. This is going to be your reading all about the messages your ancestors have for you, and they're calling this the Ancestors Strike Back. So keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind, all right? So this card is about creativity. It's about fertility. She's a goddess of beauty and creativity and fertility. So let's get some more energy, shall we? What the ancestors have to say. I feel like you're very talented, okay? Very talented. I'm hearing like you don't even know how talented you are. Some of you guys have a hidden talent that hasn't quite been brought to the surface. Some of you guys have, you're talented, okay? So let's get a few more cards from the ancestors. Tell me more, ancestors, about my Group 3. This new beginning. There's a new beginning coming for you. Tell me about this new beginning. It seems to be around something creative. For some of you guys with the beauty here, the beauty energy, it feels like a glow up, but the glow ups I pick up on are always inside out. They're not just like you got some new clothes and some new makeup. It's more than the look. It runs deeper. It's so deep. Okay. We're going to take this card. We have Witching Hour Tea, Introspection. Yeah. I feel like you guys are in the middle of some very deep work. Okay. Very deep. Some of you guys are occultists or witches, or deep thinkers. You may be an air sign. You may be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Mother of all, divine care. Okay, so again, we have a lot of nurturing mother type energy, ancestor, mother, grandmother, auntie, great-grandmother energy kind of coming around. I don't feel like your talent, your abilities have been nurtured very well. Maybe you haven't nurtured them. Maybe you don't acknowledge your talent. And it's like, it's time. It's time that you do. We have the creatrix, creativity. Boom. There it is. You are very creative. Whatever this, creativity can be your ability to be a wonderful accountant in a creative way. Creativity can be, humans create all the time, every day. When you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you're being creative. You're creating that. You're making that come together. That's it at its basic form. Some of you guys are artists. You're writers. Some of you guys are musicians. Some of you guys have platforms. Some of you guys have amazing sounding voices. And I don't mean just like singing, but like talking. Some of you guys have amazing stories and things to say. And you don't recognize your talent. And I feel like your ancestors are just like, it is time for you to start like developing that and putting it out into the world. That's part of your new beginning. I feel like you guys are being called to do this. Tell me more. Tell me more. I feel like you have like a very powerful underworld goddess as well. You may have Aphrodite, the goddess of love, which is not, she's a warlike goddess. She's the goddess of love and war. Like Group 2, we have Freyja, and she's the goddess of love and war. But I feel like you have like some underworld type energy as well, like Hecate. We have Lilith here. We have Persephone. We have Hell as well. Give me some more energy here on my Group 3. This is a new beginning. Tell me about the new beginning. I'm hearing like rewards for being so neglected. Some of you guys were horrible. I'm like, it's hitting my heart chakra, and it's like, some of you guys were so neglected as children. I just can't even. We have Libra, balance. You may be a Libra, okay? Woo. Whoa. Yeah, that's why you don't believe in yourself. That's why. We have Mystic Lyra. Music, not mystic. I said mystic, though. You might be a mystic, okay? An occultist, a mystic. We have music here, Lyra. You may play music, or again, this has to do with your throat chakra. You know, singing, speaking, music, instruments. It also could be writing, expressions, an art. This could be also a business. I'm seeing candles. You may be a witch as well. You may be a powerful witch and you're meant to share your witchcraft. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this new beginning. I feel like you guys had a rough childhood. It's just, ooh, it's hitting me. We have Hydra, catalyst. Okay. So you guys, there's a catalyst coming for this new beginning. Okay. Okay, give me a little bit more on this. I'm feeling heavy. Like you guys may have some kind of aspect with your Saturn that gives you heavy childhood, like trauma or just issues with your childhood. You may have like Gemini in Saturn. We have candy apple, sweet on you, kind. Aww. You guys, people are going to start being nicer to you. Aww. You're going to find the universe is kind to you. We have trick and treat, pleasant surprise. Ah, we have the craft, magic, chemistry. Some of you guys who have been casting, you're going to start to see your magic pop. Like all those spells, all that work you've been doing, it's building and it's gonna pop. Okay, it's going to seem like the universe is just, things are just going to start working out for you. We have this. Someone is, you're going to have some spicy attraction. People are going to find you more attractive. That's that glow up energy. Okay, it's from within. And it may be that just people start seeing you. Okay, people start seeing your abilities. I feel like the universe is just starting to like deliver. It's like your ancestors are cheerleading to the universe. Like, see my baby. See how talented my baby is. This catalyst here is going to bring a pleasant surprise. I think the catalyst is your magic. You guys might have done some spicy magic too. Okay. If you have, it's going to manifest. Okay. I feel like your talents are going to grow. They're going to begin to grow in a major way. Okay, you're going to see a lot of like next level skill is what I'm hearing. Next level skill, next level ability, next level skill, next level ability. And I feel like you're going to be so kind of into what you're doing that you're not going to really feel things pop when they pop. It's almost like it's going to be a super surprise. We have abundance and intimacy. Love and money. This is happiness. Okay, this is happiness. If you casted for more happiness in your life, it's coming. I feel like your ancestors want you to know how they're going to strike back, how you're going to get your comeuppance, is the universe is going to be pouring out abundance to you. Kindness. Okay, people are going to want to be close to you. They're going to want your attention. They're going to want to be next to you. Okay, some of you guys, you have new love coming in as well. Some of you guys who are in good relationships, you're going to find that they pick up. They get hot. They get spicy. They get steamy. That love that you've been wanting, it's going to come in. The catalyst here is, it feels like a bold move. It feels like a bold move, but we'll see. We're going to pull two more of these. I don't take reversals. I'm not taking reversals today. Divine consciousness and energy balance. I feel like you are aligning with like universal consciousness in your creative endeavors. Some kind of massive like ascension type energy of your creative self. Okay, big time, big. This is big. I feel Jupiter energy, expansion. I feel like some of you guys are visionaries. Your dreams are powerful. You need to pay attention to your dreams. You're coming online, I'm hearing. You're coming into balance. And the universe, I keep getting like the universe is just going to send really good people into your life. Your ancestors have been talking to other people's ancestors. They're getting together and having some parties, talking about you guys. Balance is being restored. We have balance here twice with Libra and energy balance. We have balance coming in. Okay. I feel like for some of you, this is going to be new. This is going to be new beginning. It's going to feel weird. Okay. And I feel like for some of you, your relationship, or there's a new person coming in, it's going to feel weird because it's going to be fulfilling. Some of you guys have been wanting something to happen in your relationships. I hope my hair wasn't there. You've been wanting something to happen in your relationships, and I feel like that's going to manifest. If you've casted your magic, it's coming, okay? Your ancestors want you to know that, like, they're working to pop these spells, okay, as best they can. The Six of Cups and the Magician, okay? Six of Cups and the Magician here. There's a lot of healing coming through. My crown is opening up. You guys, the happiness that's coming for you, everyone who didn't believe in you, anyone who stood in your way, jaws are going to drop. That's what I'm seeing, jaws dropping. And your ancestors want this. They want you to have this. We have the Knight of Cups here, and we have another card that dropped. I'm going to get it. So the people who lied to you and betrayed you, the people who thought they could get over on you and steal from you, the people who were never for you are going to see you rise. They're going to see you heal, and this abundant flow. Yeah, the abundant flow, the Ten of Cups. Woo-hoo-hoo! These lying, betraying bitches are going to see this Ten of Cups, and ooh, they ain't going to like that shit. Tell me more. Some hating ass bitches. It's fine. The Sun and the Ace of Swords, your breakthrough, a positive breakthrough to your happiness and fulfillment. Okay? This is your creativity, your dream, your skills, your talents, a new beginning where something very magical happens. That fulfillment, that abundance, that love, that happiness that you have been wanting pops off for you. And it's like the universe just all of a sudden says, go. And it's as if the kindness that you've been looking for, the good luck that you have seen other people have, comes for you. And the people who have wronged you, they're not going to like that shit. But you know what? It's not for them. And they can choke on it. They can choke on it because they all hated on you. They stood in your way of success in many ways. When people in your life who are supposed to love you speak negative on your gifts and abilities, you know, that's a special kind of pain. It's very difficult when like you have a talented kid and you never tell them they're talented. You know, you kind of like are so jealous, because some of you guys have had jealous parents, which is fucking weird to me. How can you be jealous of your kid? You should support your kid, right? So they never really supported your gifts and abilities, and all of a sudden you're going to take off, you know. And unfortunately, they're not going to like it. You're going to get a lot of Debbie Downer kind of energy. They're not going to cheer for you when you buy your house, when you buy your car, when you start your business, when you get good reviews, when, you know. I need you to understand this. If you're having this issue with parents or people in your family, understand and hear me clear. Your ancestors are coming through crystal clear, because you guys are breaking some kind of generational bullshit here. They will never, ever give you the kind of energy that you want. You could be a billionaire. You could be on the Forbes whatever list. You could win all kinds of awards. Okay? You could have people, maybe you're a designer. You could have millions of people wearing your clothes. It would still not be good enough, because it's not about you. It's about them. It's not really about you. It's about what they see as lack within themselves. Once you really take that in, it doesn't matter anymore. And you're no longer looking for them for validation. And you understand that your relationship with your parents, your grandparents, whoever the fuck this is dysfunctional as fuck. And you can choose to not engage in it anymore by pulling your energy and saying, you know what? I'm never going to make you happy. So I'm going to make myself happy because it's your life. It's your life. Listen to me. It's your life, not theirs, yours. Okay? It's your happiness. And let them eat their hearts out, honey. Let them. Okay? They didn't believe in you. All right? We have the 3 of Wands, right? Like, because people are going to come, like new people are going to come into your life because of this. People who you can be close to and trust. People who will be supportive. People who will love what you do and what you have to offer. And they won't be hateful bitches. And I know the Star, the 8 of Swords. I know a lot of you are probably like, I don't see how this is going to happen, Amy. Like, I don't see my way to this. I don't see how, you don't have to. It's not for you to figure out how the road's going to unfold, okay? That's the universe. That's your guide. That's your ancestors. That's whatever, okay? You just follow the yellow brick road, all right? And you know the Emerald City is down there somewhere, okay? Because you can see it. You don't know how to get there, but you can see it, okay? You have faith. And the ancestors are going to guide you. Your ancestors are very much supporting you because you are breaking some kind of generational curse or pattern here. And they love it. Your problem is you don't really believe in your talent to the point where you've put it out there in a way, or you haven't shined. You haven't invested in yourself enough. You haven't allowed yourself to shine. And it's time. We all shine on. That's a John Lennon song, I think. We have the Hangman. This is the problem, is you've allowed yourself to kind of sit in stagnant energy of like, should I, could I, would I? Maybe, no, maybe yes. People are going to hate me. People are going to like you. People are going to love you. When you find the right people, it may take a little bit. You have to invest. Understand, while you are finding the right people to be attracted to whatever this is, you are refining your gifts and abilities. You are refining yourself, okay? You are refining your frequency. It's all part of the plan, baby. It's all part of the plan. It's all part of the operation of you moving into a better life for yourself and away from people who have not supported you. Okay? And it doesn't mean you can't talk to him. You might want to talk to him because you might want him to know, hey, did you know I sold this many art projects? Or, hey, did you know I got into this school? Because it really might make you feel good. It's okay. It's valid when someone has treated you like shit for you to want to be like, hey, you know what? I got into that school you told me I would never get into. Hey, I made that deal you thought I would never make. That's okay, and it's valid. It's not wrong. It's not wrong for you to, brag on yourself. But some of you guys, you're going to have people bragging on you, okay? But the main catalyst is for you to change your energy. You guys got to change some of your energy. You got to understand how talented you are. Some of you guys, how you change your energy, how do you get out of this? How do you renew hope? With the Star here, is you guys have to really get into your skills and abilities, your gift, whatever it is. Get into flow with it. Start engaging with it more. You might say, well, I am. But maybe it's time to change the way you engage in it. Look at whatever this gift ability is differently. This is a very basic example. Okay, it's an example, it's a symbol, it's not literal. Some of you guys, it might be literal, but for most of you, it's just, maybe you're an artist and you've always worked in like watercolor and maybe it's no longer inspiring. Okay, so maybe it's time for you to look at oil paints or ink or something like that. Maybe it's time to change it up a little bit. I swear it sounded like my refrigerator opened up. Anyway, it really is time to kind of like maybe shift your focus, not stop doing what you're doing, but change it up. And it may not be permanent. It's just a way for you to switch your perspective on the way you see your life and the way you see, your skills, your abilities, your talent, right? Try something new. For some of you guys, you need to clear your energy, and you need to get out like around a tree or a dog or an animal, or you need to plant something or something like that. Like you need to touch nature. You need to touch dirt, okay, and clear your energy. It will help you. Sometimes just standing out in wind, especially if you're an air sign, might clear your energy, but do it every day for a while. Okay. Also, like Archangel Michael clearing prayers could be helpful. Some of you guys are there's a lot going on in your mind and your heart and your soul, and you just need some clarity. That will be the catalyst for you to go deeper into the skills and abilities. Because some of you guys, there's a bold move, I feel, that you want to make, or you have been, the urge to make it has been there and you haven't been able to do it. And there's a need to change your energy to make that bold move. And I feel like that's coming forward. But if you have kind of like stagnation or confusion about it, the best thing you can do is clear your energy. Keep clearing your energy until you feel clear about how to make the move and feel more confident. You might not feel like, hey, it's going to be super successful, but you may feel like, you know what, I'm going to let go and I'm going to do it. Okay. And that is how you spring forward to your new beginning, and you allow all these really good opportunities and good vibes to kind of flow in. And the people who did you wrong are going to hate it. They're going to be so jealous. And oh well, that's what they get, that's what they get. So, all right, group 3, that's what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful and insightful reading. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.